Hi, I'm just going to do a little video about the Trumps, and I'm going to start with talking about Ivana, how she really wanted her kids to be the cutesy little white blonde haired kids. Unfortunately, all of the kids she had were dark haired, so she dyed every kid's hair blonde when they were young. And here you can see Donald Trump and Eric. And you can see Eric has black hair, but it's dyed blonde. So he has such black hair, it shows right through, and it's hard to cover up even with the hair dye. But she did want to have her kids blonde. Now here is Donald with the baby, and you can see the baby, this is baby Eric, has black hair. And so that wasn't good. It was not the picture she wanted, and she was very much for creating that visual, and so she dyed his hair eventually blonde. And then this is the other kids. Now Eric is the one in the back. See all that black hair coming out. It looks almost like a wig on his head with the blonde hair. And then Ivanka, her brown hair, and Eric, whose hair is a lighter brown, so he does, but she did dye it very, very blonde because that's what she really, really wanted. And here are the kids. That's Eric at the top with his black hair, and the blonde is growing out. The Ivanka, brown haired, and today we see her, she's always blonde now. And then you can see Eric, you can see his roots are brown, but he was dyed blonde. And here is Donald Trump with the kids. Now they're mostly blonde here, and Eric in the middle. See his black hair. I'm sorry, Eric on the right, and then Donald Jr. in the middle, and then Ivanka. And here the kids are just standing. Eric, you can't see his hair. Donald Jr., black haired, and Ivanka has brown hair. And then here today you see Eric, he has given up. He's gone for black hair. And I'm sorry, do I keep saying Eric? Donald Jr., he's going for black hair. And then Eric, when we see him, he still likes the blonde hair, but he has a mixture of the blonde and dark brown. And this is Ivanka, how we used to see her over the past years. I'd say most of the Trump presidency, she was looking like this. You know, she looked old. She looked like she was weakened, and she always had somebody on her arm. You can see her there. Her arm is at the elbow of her aide, and he's helping her walk. And she was always like this. She was falling apart, but she was getting out with the help of a nursing assistant of some sort. Here she is with another nursing assistant, and she's traveling. Her head is down, and this time she is with her little dog. Now sometimes these little dogs can be the things that trip people up. When they have a little dog running around the house and an older person gets dizzy or starts to trip and the little dog is there, and finishes them off. They can trip over the little dog, and that can be a very hazardous thing to have for a senior person. So they never mentioned the little dog, but we don't know much about Ivana's death, so we don't know whether the dog was involved or not in her fall. Now this is a picture of her staircase. You can see it twirls around. And that's a painting on the wall. Looks very nice. And then there they are coming up the staircase. So you can see those steps are wide. So they're the kind of steps that if you did fall, you're not going to go tumbling straight down. You have enough of a landing there where if you collapse, you're probably going to end up on a stair or two. But you're probably not going to go rolling down the whole staircase. So they said Ivana had a lot of bruises on her body, and where they came from is unknown. I don't think they did an autopsy on Ivana. I think they just gave a quick look and a very quick description to the public, but a lot of people said she had a lot of bruises on her body. So would her stairs give her a lot of torso bruises? It's hard to say. Probably not, but you can't rule it out. But there are lots of theories, of course, because Donald had made a lot of promises to people when he was president. And so was Ivana the victim of some sort of, possibly a mafia hit, or someone else came in and brutalized her? We don't know where Melania and Barron were. I'm sure they weren't involved, but we never did get an idea as to where they were when all of this happened. And Ivana wore flat shoes, so she would not trip in heels down these stairs. Let me see, go down. Here's another picture of the staircase. And she's standing at the bottom here. You can see it's a low rise for the stairs, and they're wide steps so that they're not going to give you a big tumble like some of the very steep steps in some old houses on the East Coast. So what happened to Ivana, we don't know. It's odd they didn't have any indoor security so that people could see what she was doing. I mean, if you have a old mother, it seems like you would have indoor cameras so you could monitor her safety and what's going on. It would also seem that you would have outdoor cameras to see what's going on. And so there are also many systems for communication where people can watch their elder parents on the cell phones or tablets or other forms of communication to monitor what's going on in the house. So it's odd that none of those things were discussed during the review of what happened to Ivana before her death. And because she was quickly buried, we'll probably not have any idea as to what really happened to her. It was odd that her death came just as Donald Trump was about to go into court for his crimes that occurred during the time he was president. So, I thought you might enjoy these pictures, and I will talk to you later. Please like and subscribe. Bye.